Hi everyone, Medina here. Sorry for the lighting, it's a little bit dark one side of the image, but nevertheless, I wanted to share with you today my dream, which I thought was really significant for the times that we're in at the moment. So in this dream, and there are many interpretations of a dream, but this is the one that I felt was, well, there's a couple of ones actually I felt that were relevant. So in this dream, I was driving a bus, and in the bus, there were many people, including a lot of young people. And as I was driving the bus, I was sort of finding that I couldn't drive it normally, how I would normally drive a bus, but it was sort of veering, off in funny directions, and I couldn't sort of steer it properly the way I normally would. I was sort of going a bit all over the place. And then it came to an embankment. I went down the embankment and got stuck. So I had to tell everybody to get off the bus and that they would have to walk. And so I got off the bus, and then some authorities were talking to me, and I said, I'm not driving this bus anymore. I've finished. I refuse to drive the bus anymore, and everyone just has to get off and walk. So it, to me, had a couple of really significant meanings. First of all, what I got from it was that it's all about sovereignty, I felt. So it's about how I've always felt as a healer, as a spiritual energy worker, that I was here to sort of help people, support them, guide them, help them on their path. And so for me, it was now about everyone has to claim their own sovereignty. They have to find their own path. I can't drive or carry anyone in anymore. And really, it's not about that anyway. It's about everyone claiming their own true sovereignty. Anyway, when you're healing, you're empowering them to heal themselves. So it's about everyone that is in your life. You're now not energetically carrying them or supporting them, but that you're allowing them to claim their own sovereignty, step into their own empowerment, find their own free will soul path that is right for them. And you can't do it for them anymore. And in fact, you're not meant to, because it's all about now every single person on the planet choosing at a soul level what is right for them and what is their path. And so that was one of the messages. The other one that I got from it was, on a personal level, it was all about me. It's sort of like, that the world's so intense at the moment and there's so much happening that I can't control it. So it's a relinquishing of the ego. It's a relinquishing of the ego self, where in the past, the ego self has had a illusion that we're in charge and that we can control, things around us. We can control the external reality and what happens in our world. But at this point, I think it's clear to everyone that with all the craziness happening in the world and this transition that we're going through, that we no longer can be anymore in control of our external reality, because everything's going all over the place at the minute. And so that's sort of like a relinquishing of the ego, of the I, self, and being able to, in a sense, surrender to the divine, which is, moving into the 4D, 5D consciousness, which is an understanding that we are part of the collective divine energy. There is no separateness, there's no individuality per se, but we are beings who are working with a higher consciousness. So that separateness, that I self, that egoic nature, which is the 3D reality, is no longer something that's going to support and guide us on the journey now. So it's really connecting more and more clearly and intuitively with that higher divine consciousness, which when we tap into that, things flow better than trying to function as a egoic, person. So hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps some people out there potentially in terms of enlightening that the energy at the moment is all about claiming our own sovereignty and stepping into our full empowerment, which of course is stepping out of the old 3D paradigm of having governments who are controlling or ruling or in charge in supposedly of our welfare, which of course we all know that the opposite was happening there, and allowing us to give our own power away to other sources outside ourselves that are now turning out clearly to be ones that have been quite nefarious and have not been acting in our best interest, and in fact quite the reverse much of the time. So hope that was helpful, and I hope that you are able to really empower yourself today and to be in as high frequency as possible, and to really work with your inner guidance and your divine, intuitive, higher connection. Much love and light. Have a beautiful day. Bye.